Yo, check this out. I'm your homeboy DJ KP. Hey, do you think I feel like some of these cats be cooking their tracks up in controller mode, but be portraying as if they are in standalone mode? And I'm about to let you hear the difference. Check this out. So I got this sample pulled up, right? Y'all can see my MPC. Can you see my screen? Okay. Let's do it like this. So I got this sample pulled up, right? I already got it chopped up. And so I'm about to let you hear the difference between warping in controller mode and warping in standalone mode. So right now I'm in standalone mode. And before I go any further, I'm gonna tell you what my thoughts is about warping and why I like to warp. The way I like to sample, I like to chop my samples up, right? But I like to audition my BPM and I like to audition my pitch just to find the sweet spot. You can do that with warping. So basically what warping to do is you can set the tempo. Matter of fact, you chop your sample up and find what type of pitch that you want it in, whether you pitch it up or down. Okay, but you can have your tempo locked at whatever you want it to be. So say if I want my tempo to be at 80, I could put my tempo at 80, but I can pitch the sample up how many semitones I want and down how many semitones I want. And the tempo and the BPM does not change. That's the beauty of warping. But I'm gonna just show you the warping and controller and standalone first. Then I'm gonna show you the warping sound in controller. So I got this sample pulled up, right? And I already have it pitched up 6 semitones. So my tempo was 135. All right. So to get there, you got to access warp mode, you have to pull up a track and go to track edit. It's not in sample edit. It's in track edit. All right. So like I said, I got my chops already. Let me let you hear the original. So I'm gonna pitch it down to 6. I'm sorry, pitch it down back to the original, right? This is what it sounded like originally.
I was looking for laughter, all I got was tears. I jumped, they said, son, we're gonna make you need a little help from above.
All right, cool. All right, now I'm gonna turn my warp on. The key to warping is that you gotta know the original BPM of the track, of the sample that you're using. That's the key, and you set that there. So if I got a loop and that loop is original at 80 BPM, you have to go into warp. When you put the track in warp mode, you have to put that 80 right there. And then you'll be able to warp, correctly, so it'll lock in with the tempo of the master tempo. All right, so mine is 145. At least that's what I kind of tap tempo to that, 145. All right, so now here's the warping modes. They got 3 different warping modes in standalone: Super, Pro 10, and Repitch. All right, Pro 10 was what we had before the new MPC iOS update. Super is the new one. All right, I think that might be right. I think Pro 10 was the one. And then Repitch is a new one too. Repitch is like, okay, so let me go back to Super real quick. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to pitch it up to 6 because I already did this beat before. And the pitch that I used was semitone 6, all right? So this is what it sounds like. All right, so that's the pitch that I chose. And see, my tempo is 135. I got it double time, but that's the tempo I chose. So like I said, if you want to do warping, you can go ahead and switch the pitch up and it keeps the tempo. So say I got, my semitones 6. Say I got my semitones up 6. This is what warping does. I can play the sample and audition the tempo where I want it, and it won't change. I was headed for sunshine, running away from See how the pitch didn't change, but the tempo did? All right, let me tell you about repitch. I'm gonna go back to 135, because that's my tempo, what I chose. All right, track edit. I'm gonna put this on repitch. Repitch is like if you speed up a record, if you spin the record around, the faster, if you pitch it up in a chipmunk sound, it's gonna speed up. It's gonna change the BPM to fast. So if you pitch up, the BPM is gonna go faster. If you pitch down, the BPM is gonna slow and drag. It's gonna change the pitch and it's gonna change the BPM. It's gonna make it slower. So that's what repitch is. So watch repitch. You put it on repitch, and repitch is gonna actually, I don't even think it's gonna even worry about the semitones. The semitones in warp won't have anything to do with it. When you go to hit repitch, you hit main, and then you have to start messing with the actual tempo of the sequence. So watch this.
I was looking for laughter, all I got was tears. I was heading for sunshine, running away from my fears. I told my demanding boy, I was pretty scared. Have you ever had the feeling that going out of your head, yeah? Little help from above, and the love of a good.
See what I'm saying? So that's repitch, and it sounds good. And if that's what you're going for, go for it. You know. But I like to pick my pitch and lock in and pick my own tempo. And I like to go between to find the sweet spot of the tempo and the right pitch. All right. So that was repitch. Let's go back to track edit. And matter of fact, let me go back to main again and put my tempo on 135. All right. Let's go to track edit and let's go to Pro 10. This is what Pro 10 sounds like. I'm gonna put it back on the original.
I was looking for laughter, all I got was tears.
Going up 6.
I was looking for laughter, all I got was tears. I was heading for sunshine, running away from my.
I'm gonna go up more.
I was heading for sunshine, running away from my.
See how that sounds? You're stretching it, and man, it's just, I don't know what it's doing to the sound, but you can't sample with that. You can't make no track with that. I'm gonna put it close enough so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm messing with the semitones in track edit. Like I said, in track and messing with the semitones, but I have it in Pro 10. All right. When you do it in controller mode. And I ain't just saying Pro 10, but when you mess with the semitones in controller mode, you're using the computer's processing power, and the sample sounds a little bit better. And I think that's what some of these cats are doing. They have the MPC connected from the back of the USB 3C out, a cable going right into their laptop. My laptop is over here. I mean, it's not in the camera view, but they have a laptop and it's connected to their laptop. And I think they are making their beats as if they're in standalone mode. But the controller, it's in controller mode. And it's using the computer's processing power. And when you use the computer's processing power, you have a different sound. It's a different sound because, you're using the computer's guts, all right? So see how Pro 10 sounds. And even though we're going drastic, you can go drastic on the computer and it won't sound nothing like that. It'll sound way better. All right. And I really always go probably, it depends. Sometimes I might go up 8. Sometimes I go about 6 or 7. On this one, I went 6. All right.
I was heading for sunshine.
That's what it sounds in Pro 10.
I was heading for sunshine, running away from my fears.
All right. I'm going to show you guys how it sounds in Super.
I was heading for sunshine, running away from my fears.
That's up 6. Let's go up more. Sounds a little bit better though.
I was heading for sunshine. I was heading for sunshine, running away from my fears. I told my
So Super is one of the newest ones, and it's mine is set. I think all of them are too, but it's set in Super by default. Super is pretty dope, especially to being standalone, and and I still haven't figured this thing out yet. Some records sound great with Super. Some of them sound like Pro 10. Some songs sound like Pro 10 when you do it. I don't know why. You might get lucky one day on the right record. I don't know if it's got to be a WAV file or not. I'm gonna try a WAV file. Well, I'm gonna try a WAV file and see how that sounds. Cause I don't know if it's the mix of the record or whatever it is that makes it sound. Cause I don't know if it's the mix or not, but I'm pretty sure it probably is the mix of the record. If it's mixed very good, then I believe it'll sound good in Super. The algorithm is Super. All right. So now what I'm about to do, I'm gonna pull in the same session, and I'm about to go in controller mode. And then we're gonna do the same thing we just did in controller mode. And let's listen to the difference. All right. All right. So at this point, I'm in controller mode, and I'm about to pull up that same session I got. All right. Telling me some in the matrix. Okay. All right. Let's see if I gotta go to track edit. All right. I'm back down. All right. Let's go to track edit. Let's see where we at with it. Okay, so we're in 6. So now the algorithms on controller mode got Elastique Pro, Pro 10, and Repitch. Okay. So you already know what Repitch is, it doesn't change. Alright. Let's start with Pro 10. I was looking for laughter. I'm about to go up. I was looking for laughter. All I got was tears. I was heading for sunshine, running away from my fears. Man, that Pro 10, that just tore that sample up. All right, let's go to Elastique Pro. Back down to 0. I was looking for laughter. All I got, I was looking for laughter. All I got was tears. I was so heavy, little help from above, and the love of a good woman. They said, son, we're gonna make you little help from above. That's how I actually did the sample. I chopped it like that for the verse, and then I did a break. Did this for the chorus. All right, so to me, that Elastique Pro sounds great. I can work with that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I wanted mine to go up 6. Remember, the key thing about warping, say if I like that pitch, but I want to slow it down a little bit more or speed it up, well, you can do that with warping. So I'm going to stay at semitones, but I'm going to go to the main and change my tempo, right? And when I change the tempo, the pitch, 6 semitones don't change. It still stay the same. I ain't recording nothing. I was looking for laughter. All I got was tears. I was heading for sunshine, running away from my fears. I don't mind admitting, boy, I was pretty scared. Have you ever had the feeling you're going out of your head? Little help from above. See, that sounds great. It sounds real good. Let's go up some more so you can see. All right, my bad, man. I'm still trying to figure out these buttons on the XL. All right, let's go to track edit. And let's go up more. Let's see what it sounds like. I was looking for laughter. All I got was tears. I was heading for sunshine, running away from my fears. Not saying I would use that, and not saying it sounds great or whatnot, but it still doesn't sound like the Pro 10 we're in controller mode, right? But in controller mode, you can go to 15. I say like in standalone mode, you could probably go up to 11 or 12 and still be decent a little bit. But I normally always go, I probably don't go no more than 7. I probably went on 8 once before, but I probably don't go no more than 7 or 8. And so with my range, I'm pretty good. I can go drastic like that, and it depends on it depends on the sample in standalone mode. But I know for a fact in controller mode, I can do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I can do what I want to do.
I was heading for sunshine, running away from my fears. After was clear.
So there you have it. There is a difference between warping samples in controller mode and standalone mode. And I think some of these cats really be having their stuff hooked up in controller mode, but making us think they are making their tracks in standalone mode. And it really doesn't matter however you get there, you just get there. But don't be saying you all fully standalone and you got your stuff hooked up to a computer. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm just sitting there saying, you know what I mean? Because it's a difference. You know, there's a difference in sound quality. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you time stretch it, the time stretch sound quality totally different. You know what I'm saying? It really is. Now, what I could do is I can chop this sample up right quick and rock it the original way the entire time. And then I can mess around and time stretch it or change the pitch that way. And I think that's the way I'm gonna do it when it doesn't sound right to me when it's warping. But warping is a way to audition the sample by pitching up or down and keeping the BPM. And that's a faster workflow than time stretching. But to each his own, and to however you get there, as long as you get there. It's your homeboy DJ KP. Until next time.